Hi, everyone, and welcome. I've been skimming the internet lately looking at some hashtags, and I discovered one that was talking about their most beautiful tarot decks. And I thought, I want to be part of that. I've changed it a little bit in that I'm doing 5 tarot decks and 5 oracle decks. So I've set the mood with some little rose essential oil in my burner, using water actually from my brook that is running right now. And I brought in some moon herbs because we're in a full moon right now. So I hope you enjoy this. I'm going to tip the camera down now and let's get started. Okay, so you can see my first oracle is the lovely artwork by Arthur Rackham. And you can see there that Jamie Elford is the author, I believe. Great little book, as I say, put out by La Scarabeo. 36 cards in here. This is the backs. Playful, really, really pretty. And it does come with a wee booklet, and it has 30 pages in English, multitude of other languages, a few spreads in the back, which you can adapt to your own. And with this one here, you can see that it gives you some information about what you're seeing in a card and then a meaning. So let's get to those cards and just take a peek. It's not gilded, but it is a beautiful color. And you've got two little fairies there in like a garden. And when you flip it over, there is the artwork. So it is definitely going to pull at the intuition, but you do get at least some meanings as a kickoff point. And I think the description of what you're seeing in the cards helps as well, just in case you miss a little tidbit that might spark some thoughts. So that's what we had on the box cover. Very, very pretty deck. So that is the first one for me to show you. Now my second one comes in another gorgeous box, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. Now another good hardcover box, and this one you get 52 cards in. It is a US Games 2014, and it is again very, very pretty. Put the box there for a second. Here is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle booklet that you get. And this one is all English. She has got some different spreads at the back, which is always nice to see. And they are montages. They're based on some postcards that she stumbled upon in a store in Provence. And all of that led to this gorgeous deck where she actually brings in some garden flowers, lace, that kind of thing. Now, she was an interior designer, and there's some more information there, US Games. And it is a delight. So you get a keyword. You got the sepia background with a little bit of extra color. And it was the postcards that really kicked off this little adventure. And I'm certainly glad it happened that way, because this is really a peaceful deck and a pretty deck to work with. It's got that dreamy quality, feminine images. And some blasts of color. So if you were putting this in a little 3-card or 4-card reading, really, really nice. Okay, so that is my Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Now we have, for my third one, a beautiful Botanical Inspirations deck. Now this one has 44 cards, and you can see the deck creator there. The box that it comes in, super, super pretty. I love the background of the backs. You get this little ribbon for lifting up. It does have a booklet, a little bag with it, and it does also have this sort of, get it in focus there, come on, sacred language of flowers information. And I am a great collector of the secret language, not the sacred, the secret language of flowers books. And wow, this thing is gorgeous. So you get the gorgeous illustrations, you get the common name, the Latin name, and you get a little quote at the bottom. And it is so pretty. And some of these flowers are quite common for people growing in their gardens. So it's not like you're looking at images that you've never seen plants like that before in your area. I hope, if I can get that one in focus, there we go. But the illustrations and the little words, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Some beautiful roses in here. Now, as a gardener herself, she loves to collect the old seed packets. Ah, to die for. At a tea party, a little reading, really, really pretty. So we'll set that aside. Getting quite a pile already. So we're on to number 4. I don't know how many people have seen this deck. This is a 44-card deck called Enchanted Blossoms. Now you can see at the top there, Carla Morrow, and she brought this to us as artist and book creator. Now in here, this is put out by Blue Angel as well. You get dragons, plants, herbs, and butterflies. This is the back. Now I think the back could have been a little bit prettier. This just seems a little vacant to me in here. I would have liked to seen maybe some foliage and maybe some greens and pinks or lavenders in the background. But this, take a little section here that kind of big to hold. So there you get the plant, a title, and the common name, the beautiful dragon, and the booklet that comes with it is quite nice too. And you can see I've been writing down all kinds of things as I study and look for intuitive hits. But there's one for faith, and it talks about what flower it is, what butterfly it is, its native growing area, and then some more information for you to use to work with, and some questions at the end, which is kind of nice. So I have played with this one, and it is so, so pretty. They are quite a good size, so you get the good details that you want to see. Just going to pause for a second here. Okay, so there's one for memory. And they are striking and vibrant. So pretty doesn't necessarily have to be super soft. It's quite gorgeous on its own. Now this is where I do appreciate the borders being soft and in the background, because it is all about the plants, the dragon, and the inspiration that you can get by digging into those cards. Okay, so that is the fourth one. And my fifth one is the Magical Herb Oracle. I've shown this and done a walkthrough on this. I just can't believe how pretty the back of the cards are. And it comes in a really great box. You can see it's put out by Rockpool. And Sherilyn Darcy and Dear Dandy brought this forward to us. And I do like the fact that it looks like somebody's grimoire, and they've pasted in a little bit of plant life and given some indications here of things that we can use for our intuition. And you do have the number on the bottom. I just wish it was a little bit clearer when they put this together. But the idea with this one is quite neat in that in here you get the name, you get the oracle's meaning, you get the botanical inspiration, but you also get correspondences, and it is just so much fun. Now there's one deck I wanted to just indicate another thing for. Yes, I had to be sure this is the one. With this one, you get a chance to actually do a spell for whatever card or cards you choose. And it's very easy to follow, and simple indication here of what goes into the spell. And it is just, it makes it just a little bit neater, because if you've got an oracle deck that does all of that, including spells, well, that goes way up in my books. And it teaches you as you do the spell, you know, how to really get into the energy of the plant that you're working with. And I hope you can see what I mean, that this is just not strong enough. So that is the Magical Herb Oracle. And now we're going to go on to tarot. All right, I'm back again, cleared the table. This is the next 5 being my favorite, my prettiest, herbal, yes, but not all of them, tarot decks. This one in particular is the Herb Crafters Tarot. And it is a 2019 edition put out by US Games. This is the box that it comes in. But what I was showing you there is the book, because this is ram-packed full of information for working with each of the cards. And then instead of a spell in these, you get a crafting idea to put you further in touch with whatever element or energy. And I put this in here as well because with this deck, you do have the 4 suits. And they are beautiful. But you also have some different things happening with the court cards. And the numbers they said are based on plants that help the ecosystem when you get in the smaller suits. But you've got kettles for cups. You've got baskets for pentacles. You've got mortar and pestle for wands and fire. And bowlines, swords for air. So you can see there, very, very pretty. Now that is one of them that is indicating there, when you see this in the card, Curandera, that is a healer, and that represents the kings of the deck. There's our 8 of Earth and everything that you can do with turmeric. Slippery elm. A beautiful 6 of water. There's your moon. And it really does seem like a moon cycle. The star. And I'll see if I can find some of the other court cards to give you an indication. I'm not seeing any right now, but if you were, there's another king one there. So the queens are called madras in here. There's one. And the knights, the warriors, and the pages, they have their own names as well. So the Hija here that you see is daughter of earth. So it is nice to be able to interact with the plants and do some crafting. When you're foraging, you really got to know what you're doing, but the crafting and bringing it all together after you've done a reading. Beautiful deck. Okay, now that one we'll set aside and we'll go under number 2, the Botticelli Tarot. Now this is a special handcrafted box, not by me, but by a woman from BC. And it keeps the cards nice and snug. It comes with a little bit of a informative booklet there. Not too much, so I did look up some art books to help me out. So this is the Botticelli. Now she was kind enough when she had it to block out the other languages with black. So all I get is the English in this one. And when I look at the Botticelli, it says Le Scarabeo. That deck comes from, and it's a 2013 edition. Lots of foiling, which brings the extra pretty factor. You can see it right there on his clothing. Gorgeous Ace of Swords. So if you like visiting art galleries, this is a deck for you. The details, trying to get close, but keep it in focus there for you. Really, really gorgeous. Okay, better get going. I could stare at those for a long time. Tuck to the side. Number 3, I've shown this before in my videos. This is from a thrift find, and I think they used to use years ago for keeping keys in. So this one has the little booklet tucked in here. This is a 2006 edition I'm going to show you. This is from a sale and what they were hoping to get for it. But I scooped it up, and I keep it in this little bag here. This is the Victorian Flower Oracle, put out by Baba Studios. There's the backs, and There's just enough information in that little book. But as I say, if you love the secret language of flowers, then those books are going to help you so much more. But this one is a great one for pulling your intuition forward. Really, really gorgeous. And it's sort of like an oracle. Well, it's sort of like the old-fashioned oracles, and I've used it lately right after using the Gypsy Oracle and things like that. You really do get those simple little words, the flower, and you just begin to tell a story. So my mistake here, including this one in here with tarot, this is not tarot. This is a pretty oracle again. Okay, so we'll go on. And this one is the Victorian Romantic Tarot with its book. And this was a 2001 edition that I managed to scoop up from Baba Studios with Karen Mahoney and Alex Ukulov putting it all together. Gorgeous book. Nice that it has full color. And you get to see some of the inspiration for the final artwork from past artwork. And it gives a little bit of history in there sometimes to the cards as well. So really good book. It came with this box. And this just keeps the cards from moving around, so I just kept it there. It might be nice to paint the inside one day. Another little book that goes with it. And these are the cards. You got gold foiling there, I guess, or gold stamping, whatever you wish to call it. It's got that old world feel definitely to it. You gotta love all the detailing. So there's the pots representing the cups. It's just so tastefully done. Our celebration card, you know, it really does take that celebration more than what we normally see in the Three of Cups. Delicate, nicely colored, and very pretty. Four of Cups. So he's got all this joy around him and everybody's celebrating, but he doesn't look like he's really enjoying it. So that is that one. I got to clear some space. And my last deck to show you is another one from Baba Studio, and this is the Alice Tarot. This is from a 2019 edition. I've really been studying this. Again, full color. And I am a lover of Alice in Wonderland, and I have several books that I've been able to grab in thrift stores about Alice and the story. And I got this little bag online, very inexpensive, with the Mad Hatter. And here is the Alice Tarot. So it's a gorgeous little box. Has another little booklet inside. And nice to hold. Lots of the lavenders and pinks for the pretty. Humpty Dumpty. Look at the background there. And there is the little story in there that you can read as well. The talking flowers. The outfits that the individuals wear are just gorgeous. So, my friends, these are my pretty decks, and I should show you the backs because these ones are so pretty. If you have any questions about the decks, if I didn't show enough, let me know, and I'll try to answer everything that I can. But I just wanted to be part of showing the pretty decks. Enjoy, everybody, and have a super day.